Hi again. So I've managed to get about an hour, maybe 2 hours if I'm lucky, in the workshop today. So I'm just going to do a few little bits and bobs on the Great Guitar Build Off 2023 build. So obviously I'm making it out of sapele. So I have now got 2 chunks this size for a 2-piece body, which is what I'm going to do. So it's going to be a 2-piece body with a few little bits on the side, a couple of wings on the side. I was going to do a full 3-piece, but I really like doing a 2-piece and having that center line that the 2-piece creates. So I'm going for a 2-piece body with a couple of wings on either side just to fill out the size of the body. I'm going to glue that up today. Nothing super exciting, just gluing it up. And then I'll start drawing out the neck, I think. But I'm going to glue it up, okay? So these are actually pretty flat. They came planed for me, which was really nice. But I always use sandpaper on this level. I never use this level as a level. I use it as a leveling beam. I will buy a proper leveling beam at some point, but for what this needs, this is fine. So I'm just going to give it a quick sand, really, just to make sure that I'm happy. And the next one. I did a little bit of this earlier, so I know it's nice and flat. All right. So I've got my glue ready, got my clamps ready, and we're going to glue it up. That's glued. I'm happy with the glue joint on that. Very happy with that. It's straight, it's tight, it's going to dry lovely. I'm just going to leave that on this bench here and concentrate, I think, on drawing out the neck and what piece of the wood I'm going to use for that, because I need some fretboard and things as well. I am going with T-type neck size. Obviously I've got my own headstock for that. But yeah, let's draw the neck out, I think. Well, that bit ain't gonna work unless I did a headless, but I don't want to do a headless, so I think I have to go into another nice big chunky chunk of sapele. It's very thick though for a neck. I'm really gonna have to skim that down. So I'm going to save that till next time, and I'm just going to focus on cutting the fretboard out. Just kind of halfway through cutting this big chunk down on my bandsaw. It's only the 250, so it's not a massive bandsaw, so it is pushing it to its limits really, but it's coping pretty well. We'll soon have a piece that's ready to be turned into fretboards, because there's multiple fretboards in there, so I might as well make a few. Okay, so then it's to cut it this way for fretboards. fretboard. That's pretty good. Bandsaw is coping absolutely amazing. So we've got the fretboard blank as blank can be. I'm expecting it to kind of twist, but we'll see, Okay, so there's the fretboard blank. Quite happy with that. Wants a little bit of planing, bit of sanding, obviously fret slots and inlay, which is the question, what do I do for the inlay? Got a few ideas, but I just need to keep them to myself for now, because I might not do any of them. But there we go, that is the fretboard. Got my chunks of sapele there that are left over. They'll come in useful for something, I don't know what. And then I've got this big chunk here, which I think is going to be the neck. But there's a lot of cutting to get that to a neck blank. But that's going to be fun. So, as I have cut the fretboard out, I've decided to cut the fret slots. I'll give it a centre line, which will help me later on. This might turn out just to be a test. I might not use this fretboard, I don't know, but I'm going to cut the fret slots. So I've got my homemade fret slotting jig here, and I've got this fret marking slotting guide thing, which is really good. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to cut some fret slots. And of course I'm going to use the super glue and masking tape trick to secure my board to the jig. How else would I do it? Okay, the super glue and masking tape trick. It's just brilliant. So that's in place. I have my saw. Let's get doing the fret slots. So it's actually pretty difficult to cut a fret slot and film at the same time, so I just took some quick photos of it. Halfway there, just done the 12th fret, I think. Keep going. It doesn't take long to cut a fretboard. Okay, so 22 fret slots done. Need to take it off this jig, and the super glue and masking tape trick should just come off quite easily for me. It's coming. There we go. Radio. So I'll get that off in a minute. Yeah, so we've got the fretboard cut, we've got the slots cut. Basically I just need to now figure out what inlays I'm going to do on there. But I think that's it for today. So that's it for this video. Next video, well, I'm going to say for the next video, let's just grab the camera here. I am going to have those unclamped, so I'll unclamp those. You see them? There you go. I'll unclamp that in the next video. Then I'll cut some wings for either side. Then I'll glue it back up and clamp it up. Moving along the bench, I will probably cut out the neck blank for this and start figuring out what I'm going to do with the neck. I do have some ideas, but yeah, we've had a couple of hours in here, maybe an hour actually, and I've got quite a bit done, so I'm happy with that. So I'll see you on the next video. Cheers. And right at the end here, just a few photos. So this is the body blank being glued up, and then we've got the fretboard being cut out. I was actually amazed how well the bandsaw cut that fretboard out. It cut it out perfectly straight. It was absolutely brilliant. And then just at the very end here is I guess one piece of the whole puzzle just about done. Thanks guys.